Hello, my friends. Hello, it's Matthew Street. Welcome to my channel. As always, I truly appreciate you being here. It's been a while, folks. It's been several days since I made a video. I've been posting a couple of other things, but you know what? It's time to get back to a little bit of Beatles. What do you say? I mean, since, let's face it, my channel was formed on the foundation of the Beatles, and it's built from there. I mean, I don't only talk about the Beatles like some channels, but Beatles is, or I should say, are a big part of my channel, and so I like to get them out there every once in a while. And I've gotten a couple of new Beatle things recently and tell you a couple of stories, and here we go. So, before I get started though, it's back. The warm weather is here, spring is here, summer's around the corner in June. It's like 60 degrees today, this morning, here in southern New England. I went out for a nice walk with Mrs. Street, and I said, you know what? I haven't worn this in a video in a long time, but if you're a long-time viewer of my channel, you remember this. Oh yeah. Who remembers the old videos with this hat? The old Matt Street spring, summer, warm weather hat. It's back, okay? The good weather's here, and I'm bringing it back again. I don't care. I haven't worn it for ages, but nostalgia, right? Got to bring it back. Anyway, folks, I'm here, and you know what? When the warm weather is here, so is the cold brew. And I've got a good one here for you. I don't know if you can get it where you are. This is locally brewed here in New England. It's by Cisco Brewers, and it's called Whale's Tail. Okay? And I think it began, or it's based out of Nantucket Island here in Massachusetts. It's brewed in, I believe, New Hampshire. So I'm not sure the history of it, but you know what? Let's crack it and have a sip of it. Ooh. Let's have a cheers, everybody. That's good. 5.6 alcohol by volume. So you can't have too many. Or you can, but you know, then it's hard to make videos after 3 or 4 of them anyway. Okay, folks. So, as you know, I'm a big fan of the band The Midnight Callers. If I can, if they're playing in my area, I follow them around. I love going to their concerts. A lot more coming from the Midnight Callers, as you know, with the new album coming in a couple of months. But I went to see them recently in New Jersey, and while I was heading down on this road trip to New Jersey, I said, see if there's any record stores in the area. You know, it's always neat to discover like a crown jewel, like a record store you've never been to, and you may never go to again unless you're back in that specific area again. So I happened to look one up. And it was only 4 miles from the venue where the Midnight Callers were playing. And that place is, I should say, Scotti's Records. All right, I believe that's the Scotti's Record Shops. I'm sorry. All right, let me get that nice and close. Hopefully it focuses. If you want to take down the information, maybe you want to call them, maybe you want to do whatever you got to do. Maybe you can get some good stuff from them. I don't know. I hope that's translating well. Scotti's Record Shops in Summit, New Jersey. Okay, not too far from Scotch Plains, where the Smithereens were born. One of my favorite power pop rock and roll bands of all times. So anyway, I go down to Scotti's Records, a place I may never get to again, never had been there before. And I found some stuff. I found a few things here, Beatles related. And I thought they were pretty cool, so I thought I'd show them to you folks. First thing I got was a promo. I'm not a big promo guy. I don't have all the promos in the world of the Beatles, you know. But if something comes my way, I'll grab it. So they happen to have this CD, a promo for Anthology 2 of all things. Anthology 2 on CD. And you get a bunch of tracks on it. Okay. I'll give you the list here. You've Got to Hide Your Love Away, Yesterday, Help, I'm Looking Through You, Taxman, Eleanor Rigby, I'm Only Sleeping, Rehearsal, and then another I'm Only Sleeping, Take 1, Strawberry Fields, Forever, I Am the Walrus, and Across the Universe. So, you know, you get quite a few things there from Anthology 2. As you open it up, the cover is cracked so that this front part comes off, but get a picture of the guys there. There's the promo CD, and it says right on it for promotional use only, or not for sale, whatever. Yeah, not for sale, promotional use only at the top there. All right, you open it up. Anthology 2. And I'll show you a little insert. And it's very similar to the anthology albums where you got a booklet and then, you know, you get some nice pictures and it goes through, you know, each of the tracks with you and gives you the background and what take it was and why it's significant and whatnot. So I'll show you the little booklet. So I thought it was a nice little grab and it was only a couple of bucks. I happened to see it when I was going out, you know, on my way out actually, basically. And yeah, so you're getting like 10 tracks and there you go. Anthology 2 promo CD. So I grabbed that at Scotti's in Summit, New Jersey. Next thing I saw is something, a first for me. I don't, you know, everyone thinks when you're a Beatles fan, oh, you must have everything like many of the other channels out there who have everything. You must have everything. I don't, folks. I had no Canadian pressings of the Beatles albums whatsoever. Not a one. I happened to be at Scotti's and I saw this. My first ever Canadian Beatles album pressing. And I'm so proud of myself. It's only taken me 60 years to get it, you know. But anyway, folks, and I do want to get a couple more. Those early ones I do love, you know, the Twist and Shout one, and there's one or two others that have different alternate covers, so to speak. And this is essentially the With the Beatles album, but I just love the alternate artwork, how it has the big Beetle Mania flashed up top. It has some reviews down here of their music and of the band. I just think it's so cool. You know, it's a Canadian pressing. Now, do I need to have an original Canadian pressing? No, I'm not that fanatical about it. I'm just happy to get what I got. Excuse me, getting over a cold or allergies. I don't know what it is. It's on the Purple Capital Canadian label, Beetle Mania. But I'm happy, folks. I don't have to have an original. I don't have to a rainbow swirl or an apple or whatever the heck it is. I don't need all that. I'm just happy to say I have the Beetle Mania with the Beatles album, Canadian pressing. I'm so pleased to have it. Oh, let me fix this. There we go. And there you go. I have it. Thank you to Scotti's Records in New Jersey. Now, the last thing I say for last is the best thing in my opinion. Now, how many have heard of the HMV Beatles on CD box sets from back in the late 80s? Okay, they were a rare, limited edition sets that came out for various Beatles albums. When the Beatles first came out on CD, it was a celebration to celebrate that first time, especially, these were from the UK, in the UK, that the Beatles were on CD. So some of the albums came out in individual box sets, like Sgt. Pepper, Magical Mystery Tour, The White Album, Abbey Road. And then you had a few that were bundled into one box set. Like there's an early one where you get 4 CDs in it. You get Please Please Me, With the Beatles, A Hard Day's Night, and Beatles for Sale, all in one big, you know, box set. You get a little book with it. It was called the Beatles Book of List. Came with it. You also got a fact sheet. And these were, they were going for about, I know that one, that 4 CD one was going for like 47 pounds, you know, or something like that, which I don't know what that would translate to US money. But to get it now, to get that 4 CD one, it's like over $200, $250 to get it. I've never been one to seek these out or have to collect them or get them all. I don't even have one of them or didn't have one of them. I'm in Scotti's Records. And again, I had some stuff and I'm looking around and up on the wall, I see this box set. And folks, tell me, I think I got a good deal because I looked it up and I saw it between $65 at the cheapest for kind of a beat up copy, all the way up to well over $150 for a pristine copy. Maybe you know more about the price value. I paid $30 for this, so I grabbed it. It's in great shape. It's the Beatles HMV, Beatles on compact disc, HMV limited edition numbered box set of Help, Rubber Soul, and Revolver. Look at the shape this thing is. It's beautiful. Okay? And I'm going to show you all the contents of it. $30. And it's in pristine mint condition. You open it up. You get a picture of the Beatles on the inside of the box. The listing of the 3 albums with all the contents of each album. And there's my number right down there. It's a limited edition. I forget what they were limited to. I'm not sure how many thousands, but I love that image. There's the bottom. No tears in it, no nothing. It's perfect. Okay, as you open it up, you see you get a nice fact sheet. You take out the fact sheet. It's one-sided, nothing on the other side. And it basically just talks about the Beatles on compact disc and these 3 specific albums, Help, Rubber Soul, and Revolver. They were the first 3 that were issued in stereo on CD. All right, so you get the fact sheet. And then there's the 3 CDs, the originals from the late 80s, Help, Rubber Soul, and Revolver. Again, the old standards. Remember these? The old standard CD issues. There's Help. There's Rubber Soul. There's Revolver. You remember those. And unlike the first, one of the HMV box sets which had the first 4 albums and you got a copy of a book called The Beatles Book of List, for whatever reason, this one came with a supposed, mine looks like an original though, but I'll show it to you, see what you think. You got a copy of the Beatles monthly book number 12. Is in a little pocket below the CDs. So you got that inside. They call it a reprint of Beatles monthly 12. I guess it could be. Take it out and show it to you. So you take that out. There's the plastic holding area. And there's the book. And I don't know. It looks original to me, but I guess it could be a reprint. I don't know. This looks original to me, but I don't see anything that says like 80s or this is a reprint. I mean, it looks legit to me. It looks like an original Beatles monthly number 12, but you know, maybe they did a great job reprinting it or something, but I'll show you that. So it's a nice touch, nice to get this as a little extra bonus inside the HMV Rubber Soul Help and Revolver box set. But I wanted to show it to you, I mean, because I thought I got it for a good price. I looked online quick, and like I said, I saw the price ranges going for it anywhere between $65 for a beat-up version, all the way up to, like I said, over $150 for a mint, or they claim pristine condition. So, I don't know, you tell me, you experts. I'm certainly no expert, so I just, go by what I go by. So, there it goes back in there. CDs go back in their little pockets above the monthly number 12. The fact sheet goes above the CDs. And then the whole case, the cover with that nice image there with the song listing goes over the top. And there you go. $30, mint condition. What do you all think, folks? That's pretty much it. I just wanted to come say hi, show these 3 items that I got at Scotti's Record Shops in Summit, New Jersey. There you go. Has anyone ever been there? Does anyone have that HMV red box set? What do you think of it? Did I get a good deal for $30? I think so. That's it, folks. Just so happy to be back. Say hello to you. I have a lot more content coming. I can't wait. I have some real fun stuff that I'm very excited about, that I know I'm going to get hyperactive about and be jumping all over the place and screaming, so you can look forward to that. Love you all. Bye-bye.